Hey, I'm Tommy.
I'm Ryan.
Josh.
Can.
Sean.
And you're watching
Alright!
And tonight's topic, we're gonna be talking about what is the most valuable lesson you learned from video games.
At night.
Ooh. At night? Or at any time in the day.
Only at night. No.
Only at night? So let's start with Josh. How about you? What did you learn from video games?
Oh, what have I learned from video games? Friendship is the key to victory.
Did you steal that from Sean?
No!
Power of friendship!
No! Because in like a lot of like team-based games, you always think like, okay, I'm going to be the carry, I'm going to carry my whole team, but then by the end of the day, your team's going to help you out, they're going to like pull forth, they're going to say like, oh, don't go there, oh, don't do that, they're going to like give you small tips, and it's a valuable thing that you take from it is you should always like not just think about yourself, but think about everyone, because you're leading. I mean, because you're a part of a team, and you guys are all going towards one goal, which is to win and claim victory.
Communication is what Josh meant.
Yeah.
So your important lesson is to communicate with your teammates and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
It is.
It is. It's very important. Communication is the key to almost everything you do in life.
Yeah.
So, what's your lesson?
Oh man, I think mine is like save often.
Oh.
Because you're always like going through, unless the game is like auto save, but if you're playing old school games, you have to save often, or else you risk like you're playing through and you're just like and you keep going through and then you forget and you die and you're like fuck, or like there's a power outage because that shit happens, like you're in the middle of the game
Or the Wi-Fi cuts out.
or the Wi-Fi cuts out and you're just like fuck, now I have to go do all the shit over again.
You can't do that with, let's see, Mega Man. You can't do that with Mario.
Passwords.
Whoa.
That's really old school.
Oh, wow.
Mega Man's
Right there.
all that stuff.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You have like this little booklet of just all the passwords.
Right. Back then, those
Don't you feel
coding
like
were-
that also is because you're an editor?
Yeah, because
I mean, that's where I learned a lot of just like, I should have been saving this entire time.
Hey, in college too.
This is true. This is true.
college, high school, if you're working on papers, if you're using any electronics that require you to like progress slowly, you always have to save. That is a life lesson.
You don't know what could
So
happen.
it extends from video games.
Control S or Command S.
Command S, just make it a habit. Just every couple minutes, just
Save.
Say.
But yeah, I mean, at least in video games, like, also if you do certain save files, you can experiment with like
Different outcomes.
Yeah, like, oh, let's see what happens if I shoot this guy in the leg, or and then the other outcome is like, oh, what happens if I shoot the guy in the head, like, you know.
Like 10 save files, like different body parts.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's like, have you ever played?
Serial killer.
Oh, like XCOM. If you guys have played XCOM, right? If your character dies, it's permadeath. They can't come back.
Yeah.
And so you have to hire a new soldier and then retrain them. So you always want to save at certain critical points in the battle. And if they die, bye-bye, they're gone. Like,
Got it.
Biggest lesson learned. Save.
saving.
Do the save.
How you can.
One of my biggest lessons that I learned from video gaming is to stay hydrated and pace yourself, because sometimes you could get lost and then you go, oh, where did the time go? I need
4 a.m.
I need some water, I need some nutrition, and then you're back in the game. That's
true.
yeah. Always remember, don't get too lost.
Yeah.
And make sure you eat.
I think we all have a fair share of
Eating
that.
is good. I think.
Getting lost in the
break
game.
too. Take a
Yeah,
break, because
yeah.
my eyes are just.
Maximum 3-hour playing time. I don't know.
Stand up every hour or so. Just stand up, walk around, stretch around. drink
Go
some
out
water.
into the
Don't
world.
drink,
Breathe.
Don't forget to talk to your friends.
Oh yeah, you have friends.
Remember,
outside.
you have those, hopefully.
Talk to them outside
Friends
of
IRL.
team chat in real life. Yeah.
I remember I would play MapleStory,
Oh.
and it'd be like, hey, you've been playing for 15 minutes, you should take a break. Hey, you've been playing for 30 minutes, you should take a break. I'm like, fuck you, MapleStory, I'm just gonna keep playing. I don't give a
They
shit.
didn't give you those notes, really?
Yeah,
they
in the
did.
little chat, it's like, hey, you've been playing for 20 minutes,
They
you've been
did that
playing for
after-
5 hours, you should take a break. Fuck you. I'm gonna keep playing.
Sorry. It's also a game
I think it was at that time, it was the whole issue with like World of Warcraft, and then all these kids like
that whole grinding.
They spent so much time on those games. I think a lot of people lost track of the
It was
life.
so hard back then. You had to grind so much to level up.
Korea has rehabs for that stuff now.
They do?
They have entire like camps where you send your kids if you feel that they're addicted to the games or the internet.
God damn.
It's a real thing.
Jeez.
It's a real problem.
But that is a big lesson learned, though.
Good thing we were at the beginning.
Make sure to stretch, hydrate, stay
Just take care of yourself. I think that's the biggest lesson here. Just take care of yourself.
Games are only games.
For entertainment, it's just like a movie. You're not gonna sit there and watch it for like 20 hours.
Some people do binge. Some people binge.
But once in a while, not like every day.
My bad.
Oh, never mind!
I was playing so much Fallout 4 and so much
Got someone.
Right.
Well, I'm surprised, Devin, because apparently he hasn't been playing it much since this week.
You vlog more than
You vlog more than
But you know,
He's mad at me.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, get playing.
he's also sad that he's not playing as much too. It's like not playing it is also ruining his life.
You just fucked. I'm sorry, dude.
Y'all got any more of that Fallout 4?
Oh, you're right. What did you learn?
For me, it's probably always have a backup plan. And that sort of goes back to saving, but I feel like specifically having a backup plan, like especially when you approach a situation from one, like if you try and work at a level or a game in one way, there's a lot of these, especially like newer games now, are forcing you to like take an alternate approach to things.
Yeah.
So I think always having a plan B is really important in games and in real life, because things are most of the time never going to work out how you want them to the first time around. So just playing it with with an open mind and to have a plan to back up the one that will inevitably fail, I think is a big lesson that a lot of games have taught me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a specific situation. I know that a lot of the newer like RPGs, I know that like if anyone's been playing Undertale or watched playthroughs of Undertale, like the way that they approach
I'm playing that tomorrow.
Wait, what is Undertale?
Undertale is this indie RPG game. I think it's all 8-bit. Yeah, it's not 16.
Cool.
It's all 8-bit. It's pretty low res, but it's really what they did with. I can't talk a whole lot about it. People in the comment section who have played it will know what I'm talking about it. But it's a really cool story, really cool characters, and it's really heavy on character development and emphasis on that sort of story.
Oh, so like if you lose at some point, you would have to kind of rethink your strategy for it, right?
Yes and no, and a lot of things that the game is really fun and really funny because it plays off of a lot of RPG tropes, like a lot of things that you're expecting the game to do, like you expect to have to fight somebody. But okay, so one thing I can talk about is that you have different options throughout the game. You can either fight a lot of the enemies or you can try and spare them. Sparing them is much trickier though, and a lot of the if you watch any of the playthroughs, there's some that go through the pacifist mode where you don't kill anyone throughout the whole game. To do that, it's really tricky. You have to think of things outside of the box. You have to think of things like just in a different way, and it'll throw these weird curveballs at you. And I can't talk about it anymore.
It's like Splinter Cell. You can go with that game without killing anybody too. You have those options, you know. So there's these achievements where you can do. I think it narrows down to like being strategic when it comes to things. So going off your thing, what I learned was being strategizing how to defeat an opponent. That comes from, and mostly mine comes from first-person shooters because those are the only games I play. And it's really just a fast-paced kind of thing. How can I defeat this guy or beat his score? If he's doing the tactical plays that he does, how can I counter those? So I guess I don't know how to apply it to real life unless I'm in combat. I don't know if you can apply those if I'm in combat. But I think it's always thinking ahead. Always thinking ahead of your opponent. I'm always thinking ahead of
like chess.
Like chess or like any competitive sport.
Be 10 steps ahead of them.
Yeah, really just 10. How do you maneuver a way how this player plays? You know, if he's kicking your ass. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, nice. What about your lesson, Tommy? Oh wait, was that it?
That was like, everything you guys listed, like teamwork, communication, all that stuff. I think those are the main keys of video games because you guys
And real life.
in your life.
The more you know.
Yeah, so I think a lot of people take video games as in a bad
influence.
A bad influencer.
But there's a lot of like really good lessons that you can.
Yeah. As long as I think you
Make use of your time.
You make use of your time and you get something out of it, and also having fun too. At the end of the day, video game is just entertainment, but there's also lessons that can be learned. It's only if you apply and put your mind to it. And if you just use video games as a way to release anger and stuff. That's cool too, because you don't want to be releasing your anger on other people.
But how you do it though is.
And it gets into a very bad community of shit talking. So
like League of Legends,
Mario Party,
Call of Duty.
You guys know who you are.
You just look at me and you're like, Mario Party! Just like Monopoly and League of Legends.
God damn it, you took my star, Sean.
Has anyone like started a Mario Party game and set the turn count way too long? And then by the end of that, you're just like, just make it end!
I kind of just turn it off after.
Just no explanation.
Because it's one of those games that you can't just turn off.
Yeah, it's true.
There's no, you can play it anytime.
It's Monopoly, just fucking done.
I gotta get back home.
Yeah, so that's it for tonight. Leave in the comments below what do you guys think is the what lesson you guys learned. Hopefully you guys learned something. If you guys didn't, you guys just rage. That's cool too. Just don't leave any hate comments in the comments below. And hopefully we won't get them because I mentioned it. Yeah. Okay, peace out. Good night.
Laters.
I'm gonna fucking die.
Is the last wire black?
No,
Alright, there's how many red wires?
there are no red wires.
Cut the first wire.
Are you sure?
Cut the first wire, Josh!
Okay, green light.
Left.
On the left side, there is a circle. There's a Harry Potter thing.
Symbols?
A pyramid. Yeah.
Symbols?
A pyramid. Some weird ass triangle monster thing, and a C.
Okay, what do you have there again?
What?
What do you have? Tell me the symbols.
Okay, I have the circle with the little.
Line at the bottom?
Yeah, so like a little basketball hoop.
It's like a Q, but like it's not a Q. It looks
Yeah,
like a
yeah, yeah.
penis.
And then on the right,
Penis?
there's a triangle. And then after that, there's like a line, then a upside down triangle, and 3 things going out of it.
Right.
And then there's a
That
C.
looks like an A, right? Or
Yeah.
what?
So,
and then the C, right?
dude, it sounds like there's someone in here.
Josh!
But, okay, yeah, yeah.
gonna die,
Yes,
Josh!
yes. So what do I press?
Okay, you press the little dick thing first, that little Q thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Press that cutie. And then you press that triangle pyramid looking shit.
Okay.
And then you press that weird looking tentacle ass monster.
Here.
Then you press that C.
Yeah.